We're here at Mountainside Real Estate. We are right here in the executive offices with Sam Punderson, and you got it all set up, CDC safe, and we're in some comfy chairs, and it's a pleasure to be here. How are you, Sam?
I'm great. Thanks for coming on over.
Look at this. So this is where you come right here if you want to sell a property.
Yeah, we are conveniently located right here on Main Street, just at the other end of the porch from Java Joe's. So if you're walking into Java Joe's and grab a cup of coffee, then you can swing down here and check out our digs as well.
As I say, sell a property, but buy a property too.
You can buy a property as well, absolutely.
Now, the market is tight, isn't it?
The market is crazy tight.
Yeah.
It's totally unprecedented. For the first time since the early 80s, there are no condominiums and no houses for sale.
Wow.
Up here on the mountain. It just is completely unprecedented. Even in the mid 2000s, there were always at least 10 properties for sale.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting.
I'm looking at the sheet right here, and a significant amount of sales, and it's looking like a lot of stuff is going for over asking price. Is that correct?
Yeah. So during the course of the summer, as the market tightened up, we also were seeing a pretty drastically increased number of buyers coming through the pipeline. And as people got more and more anxious to get in for the winter season, we started to see a lot of bidding wars on properties, on condominiums, and so we've got a list here, and it's a graphic I'm sure that you guys can show during this, but there are a huge number of properties that have gone over asking. So it's tricky in terms of getting things sold and pricing them correctly, and then managing the bid process correctly. Right. It's been interesting.
So pricing it appropriately, you could use some help on that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean that certainly that is where real estate professionals come in.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out what the number is, because the number has been moving.
Right.
In January of 2020, pre-pandemic, you could buy a 2-bedroom downstairs Snowbrook unit for $225,000, $230,000, and those units are now selling in the $290,000 to $295,000 price range.
Wow!
So obviously that is a huge percentage increase, and there is a danger at the moment of underpricing things. So it's in the, there have been, because of the activity, I believe, there have been a number of private sales that we've seen, and in the end, those have not sold for as much because there weren't multiple bidders on those properties.
Right.
and whatnot. So there's it's definitely a case where if you list it and you get it out on the MLS, you're probably going to end up with a price that's significantly higher.
Right. Don't make that mistake. Leave money on the table, as they say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, stay with us. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back with Sam Punderson here at Mountainside Real Estate, right here in the corporate office on Mountain.